声が世界の端っこまで消えることなく届いたりしたらいいのにな。そしたらね、二人でどんな言葉を花と消えることない約束を二人でせーので言おう。願ったら何がしかが叶う。その言葉の目を見れなくなったのは一体いつからだろうか、何故だろうか。その切れ間と虹の出発点終点とこの命果てる場所に何かがあるっていつも言い張っていた。当然全面を見開いた風の感情にハイタッチして時間にキスを5次元にから壊れてそれでも君を見るよ。また初めましての合図を決めよう。君の名を今追いかけるよ。
Try not to cough.
Mitsu, how are you?
I think it was beautiful.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Alright, so, are you guys done crying now?
No,
Inside.
yes.
If you guys were here, you would have seen a bunch of everything, a bunch of young adults crying, a bunch of weebs
young
crying.
weebs.
Yes,
and
that's why I got this.
imaginary lipsticks around this being sad.
Yes. Yumetourou, Dream Lantern.
And then chanting something.
From Kimi no Nawa. It was the opening.
Okay. If Netflix can get Studio Ghibli, all they need is to get Kimi no Nawa, and then life will be great.
Yes.
But well, why did you sing the Kimi no Nawa opening for this podcast?
Well, I mean, tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Well, yeah, by the time this is up, Valentine's.
Yeah. Well, Valentine's Day would have been finished by the time this is up. But you know, I thought of Kimi no Nawa as one of those films where, you know, just like Valentine's Day for some people, you know, when the more malandi people are, you know, the more frustrated you are. So, you know, never forgive Taki for writing I love you instead of his name.
I mean, be pok-pok, but be pok-pok responsibly.
Yes.
Wow.
Like,
Alright.
you're never gonna get your crush if you're pakipot. You have to be malandi.
Well,
yeah.
But
Shoot your
just
shot.
enough.
Just enough, you know?
Yeah.
Get that self-confidence.
Yes.
You're man, you're woman, you're non-binary, love of your life. But anyway, hey, welcome to AME After Hours!
Hello!
Your bi-monthly podcast where we talk about anything and everything about anime, manga, and the community. Once again, this is Angelica.
This is Ari.
This is Kale.
I'm Ian.
And welcome to today's podcast. Okay, so before we start our podcast, I want to ask you guys a very, I won't say it's an important question, but it's going to be interesting. Do you guys have any plans for Valentine's Day?
I want to see.
Alright. No.
No.
Awkward laughter from the introverts.
No, I
Might meet with the prof for akhle. But that's
so
before
academic
class,
work.
yeah.
I might be revising my thesis. The only love life I'm concerned about.
Wow, I mean,
Well done.
I kind of want to go to Cosmos, but like people say that it's, you know, there are so many people there. But I'm in it for the music, really. I love the lineup, but I don't know. I don't think I could get tickets either because my class is full schedule, like 8:30 to 4. Like, no break, so I'm just gonna cry in Valentine's.
Plus,
No, I'm kidding.
it's gonna be full of content.
Oh yes. I don't really care. I'm in it for the music. I don't care if they love. Just let people
Yes,
love
yes.
each other, man.
Yes,
Don't
yes.
be so bitter, okay?
And I have a date with my gacha waifus.
Oh. What a weeb.
What a weeboo.
Hey, alright, hey.
But speaking about love, that's actually going to be the topic of our podcast today. We're going to talk about love, specifically about romance anime. So, you guys like romance anime?
Well,
It's up there.
It's up to
yeah, it's somewhere there.
Yeah, I guess.
Um,
I mean, as I've said, I am a sucker for slice of life, and usually slice of life, comes hand in hand with romance anime. So yeah. it's one of the genres.
Also warms my heart. So, well.
Heart?
Oh.
Oh wow! Wait, did I? I don't remember all of a sudden.
Oh my
But
gosh.
what I think my earliest memories of romance anime was when I watched Kaicho wa Midsama. I think I was in grade 5. Oh my god, I was a fetus.
Feet.
I was
Feet.
11 or 12 and I was watching Kaicho wa Midsama and I had a huge crush on Usui Takumi.
Takumi.
I think I still have a crush on him. Maybe.
I don't even remember much romance anime. It's been so long since I've last watched one. I still get the feel for it sometimes, but not much anymore. I'm quite into shonen nowadays, but whatever.
But like, do you have any romance anime or manga that you particularly like?
Yeah, I mean, as I've said, I think I have consumed. Well, the word I have consumed a handful, and
Consume.
a handful, and I particularly like Lovely Complex. Are you guys
I'm
familiar?
familiar.
Yes.
Ian,
Yeah,
a man of
yeah,
culture.
he's like, my man. Yeah.
Why lovely?
I love Lovely Complex because it's not just romance with the feels and the sakura blowing in the air. Wow, so much romance. It's a rom-com, and I really like the dynamic because it's quite unique. Like the main character Risa and the guy Otani. It's quite unusual because Risa is super tall
Yeah.
and Otani is super short. So they're both weird in a way in terms of their height, and then you just see how their romance unravels. I'm not gonna spoil again, but it's quite a fun romance anime because it has actually a good comedy. So it doesn't just make you cry or like have feels. It also makes you laugh. So yeah, that's
What do you guys, any romance anime that makes you go doki doki?
Since you already mentioned Lovely Complex. Yes, I mean, I really love the portrayal of emotion in that series. But then, other than Lovely Complex, what was I thinking about? Oh, I was thinking about I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. It's an anime movie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like at the intro, you already know it's going to be sad because the heroine is introduced as having a terminal disease. And then the title comes from the fact that there's a saying that if there's something wrong with a certain part of your body, if you eat that part of body of someone who's healthy, or you kind of get that attribute, so you can heal, quote unquote.
Wow.
But
Heal.
then you already know it's going to be sad, but they still manage to like gut punch you with that twist at the end. So
Oh.
look forward to that. if you
Oh
watch it.
man, it's been so long. All right, I'll take one. Hold on.
The one that's ending.
All right, fine. I guess. I mean, besides Gotobun, I just really like Toradora.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know it.
such a classic. It's a classic.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just that simple. Also, just it's basically when you think of tsunderes, you immediately think of like Toradora. Those who know a couple of like good old classics, romance and those tropes and some stuff like that. But apart from that, I just like the simple dynamic. I guess it's way back then where it's like really cool, but now it's like kind of really hard to get into the tropes of romance. This sort of twist which people probably saw coming in a way where, oh look, they're gonna help each other to get the other girl and the other boy, and I'm not gonna spoil anything to those who haven't watched yet, but yeah, it's basically that. It's cute, it's funny, there's some drama in there. There's some drama in there.
Some
Yeah, yeah. Oh
There's
my. So much actually.
Drama. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Just a really nice classic. I might.
Yeah, when you think about your favorite romance anime, we really think to go back to the classics because their classics really peak themselves on their
Peak.
plot lines. I particularly like Uran High School Host Club.
Oh my
Because
God.
Kiss Kiss Fall in Love, am I right?
These
Yeah.
rich people.
Oh.
I like it because of Haruhi, because of her character. Because, well, Haruhi doesn't really care about romance and all that stuff. She really just wants to go through high school. And yet, the more she interacts with this Uran, with the host club, and the more the host club interacts with her, there's really a lot of compelling changes within the relationship. Like, their viewpoints about romance, about life, about friendships, about school, about privilege. It really changes all throughout the story. The anime ending is really weird, but the manga, oh my god, the manga has. If you read beyond the anime and continue the manga and become sleepless like me for around 2 weeks.
Sleepless.
Oh my god, it's such a worth it story to follow because it's really just. It's not outright romantic. It's not a lot of grand gestures. It's just a really, really soft romance developing between two people. And I think that's what makes a romance anime really. Watching these two idiots. There's a lot of
Idiots.
effort there.
Yes, they are.
Watching these two idiots slowly fall in love with each other. And having said that, the two idiots.
Yeah.
Wow,
idiots.
that's
Idiots.
That's saying something.
It's all encompassing.
Let's talk about shipping.
Yes.
Oh.
The real meat of our podcast.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, well, since you guys reacted, I'm pretty sure you know what shipping is. So what is shipping, students?
Shipping.
What is shipping?
I don't really know like the formal definition, but you know, based on like fandoms and stuff, shipping is putting them in a relationship. That's how I interpreted it. What about you guys?
It's same thing,
Same
actually.
thing.
And the nice thing about shipping is you don't necessarily have to ship the main characters of the romance
Yes.
anime.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
can ship anyone
Just
you want to
anyone.
within reason. We'll talk about those reasons later.
Alright,
Yes.
alright.
Okay.
And then, even though they're not canon, you keep thinking of what if these two got together? What would that look like? And that's what makes shipping fun. It's really just pushing creative boundaries of between these characters.
Yes.
So, okay. So I just want to ask you guys, who do you ship that's not really canon? It doesn't have to be romance anime either. Just right now, who would you say is your number one ship? I know it's a big question, but I need one answer.
It's gonna take a lot of time to
If you guys
think.
were here, you can see the dawning horror on all their faces.
Like
Oh,
so many anime flashing before my eyes.
Same.
Their
Oh,
entire
it's-
life.
Like
It's-
rewinding
Everything flashing.
VHS.
All the ancient anime gears in my
Yes.
head are
Like,
just slowly turning, just begging to be turned. Like, what's my early ships? Can't even
I
remember.
mean, I don't think it's canon, but I ship the first gay ship I guess that I shipped was Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Mercury.
Yes.
Nice. It's a classic game.
Nice.
Yes, because I don't, you know, if you're watching the anime, if you really watch Sailor Moon, like that's the time that you'll get there's such a dynamic between these two. Like Makoto is like more of the boyish one, and then Ami is the smart, gentle one. Like those are like kind of like the dynamics.
I think that's where shipping begins, actually. Just watching the dynamics between these two characters and knowing that it can be taken further. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be some platonic thing.
Yeah.
There can be
Yes.
something, there can be a romantic subtext about it. Like, for example, Makoto and Haruka from Yumetourou, like, they have such a nice, I wouldn't say they're dependent on each other dynamic, but they're so in sync and they work so well together that you can't help but imagine what would they be like as a couple. So, how about you guys? Do you have any
Well,
non-canon?
Well, as far as my
The
ancient
loop
gears
that you
can
just
take.
shared.
Oh my gosh.
Help me out, man.
you don't have-
Really can,
Oh, no.
oh my gosh.
well, for me, technically, it's not canon yet. But then
Yet.
there's one show
Yeah.
Yet.
where the entire point of the show is that they're not canon yet.
Oh, what is that?
So if you know,
Okay, let's say the title on 3.
No, I don't really have anything in mind yet.
No.
Oh, would you know?
We're gonna
It's
guess
not exactly
what
Japanese
the
though.
end
Not
Yes.
canon yet.
Not canon yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the entire point of the show is they're not canon yet.
Oh.
Alright,
It's a
just share
straight-
the title.
Miraculous Ladybug. Miraculous Ladybug.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking of two titles. I was thinking of Miraculous and I was thinking of Kaguya-sama.
I was thinking Kaguya! Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
Actually. But yeah, I'm
The
not,
Weebies cannot learn Miraculous. I'm so sorry.
well, I'm not
I
that
need to
much
read
of a
the
fan of
manga.
Kaguya yet. But yeah,
Yeah,
Miraculous
read it.
Ladybug, I follow it. I followed it since season 1, and basically there's a complicated love square, but there are only 2 people involved.
It's not even supposed to be a square in the
Yeah,
first
but the only
place.
people involved
It's
is
just
because
a quadrilateral.
yeah, it's because of their secret identities, diba?
Oh.
So like they're both superheroes. Not really spoilers since it's the show
Yeah.
premise. They're both superheroes, but then the guy is in love with the superhero identity of the girl, but the girl is in love with the regular identity of the guy. So they don't match since they don't know each other's secret identity.
It's kind of like an hourglass.
And
Get
then
your stuff together, Adrian. Adrian, get your stuff together.
and then the show teases us about a lot of things. There was even one episode where explicitly they showed what if they got together, but then at the end their
What?
memories were erased. So the fans were like, how would you do? How could you do this to us? You got
That's
baited.
cruel.
Betrayal.
So betrayed. It's like, yeah.
Well, speaking of fans, well, I think that's the thing about shipping. It's really exists just because of fan culture exists.
Yes.
Like, okay, so the creator doesn't want to do this. Well, I guess it's up to us to do this. And then, okay, I'm gonna share something I learned from MassCom. We call it participatory culture in media. And then one of the things it teaches you is that sometimes when, let's say, a manga artist creates this a mangaka creates this manga,
Yes.
Yes.
and then they put it out, and sometimes it doesn't belong to them anymore because the fans themselves can own, quotation mark, can own the manga as well, and then they're exploring beyond what the mangaka intended for their story. And it also makes a point that it's not that the fans are erasing the mangaka's original thoughts, but they're building upon it. Like they're adding more ideas, considering more possibilities beyond what those 200-page book can give you. And that's, I think, what makes shipping and fan culture really great. That's pushing the creative's boundaries of the mangaka.
Yeah.
But then again, that's why there's this phenomenon called queer baiting.
Yes. I hate it.
Musan, go away.
Oh my god.
Oh.
The KNY podcast is over.
Did anyone hear that?
Go away.
That was scary.
Well.
Okay.
So
But speaking of participatory culture and creative boundaries and queer baiting, so if you guys don't know, queer baiting is when a homosexual or a non-heteronormative romantic subtext exists, but the creators never confirm or deny if these two same-sex characters, are actually together. And it's really one of the most, I would say, one of the bad things about media.
Yes.
People using queer baiting just to get those viewers. But it's not actually queer representation itself. Just because it's queer baiting does not mean it's queer representation. And that's why the fans have to take it upon themselves to create this fan fiction and this fan art.
Fanfics.
Oh my gosh.
These forms of art that actually has the representation yes, I'm saying we because I'm not straight, that we want to see in our media. And that's why shows that you think are queer baiting but actually commits to the queerness later on are pretty great. Case in point, Yuri on Ice. I thought it was just another sports anime with really intense skinship. But no, episode 7 happened, and it's the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
Nice.
Wow.
You can feel the energy
yes.
from those words alone.
Game.
There.
It's right.
But
Love is love.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Yeah,
Love is love. Love is love.
Love is
Please.
love. Okay.
Fans should be, I don't know. When the way I'm talking about it, you would think that fans have a lot of power, like the creative power of the internet is beneath their hands. But there should be limitations about shipping culture. Okay, let's get romance together. So I will show you guys a question. Just let me know what you think. What do you think about shipping real people? Like say K-pop fandoms and the YouTuber fandoms. What do you think about shipping real people together?
Well, I don't know much for K-pop but as for like just shipping real life people in general, but it doesn't really hurt anyone. For me, I think it's fine, man. Like it's like you're just making a story. In fact, you should feel flattered that someone would pay attention to you, and that some people might feel uncomfortable from that, but for me, I don't really think it's a big deal. Like for example, Markiplier and Jacksepticeye didn't even accept it. They'd be like, Septiplier, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's like people should be more accepting of that. It's something just people just want to introduce. They'd be like, oh my god, they're so good together because they have this dynamic. That's what you said, right? Yeah. And I believe that it's still a pretty touchy subject. I can see why, but it's really hard to say something about it. But for me, it's something that should probably know.
But I do ship YouTubers as well. I don't think there's something wrong with it. I mean, it's natural. Like, especially my main YouTuber ship is Red and Link, and they're both married and they have kids. So, but they are aware. They are aware of the shipping that goes on. They understand since you see how so much bromance together with them, and then if you know like their backstory, how much they've been through, you understand why they're shipped. But in an interview, they said that someone asked them, "Are you gay?" And they were like, "No, but people like to think we are." And then they said that they don't really find anything wrong with it. They said that it's actually quite fine since it fuels the creativity of the fans. So they just let the fans be free. But also there's also one particular YouTuber ship that has toxic fans, and that is Fan, PHAN, Dan and Phil. Because
really?
The fandom.
It's been a while.
Between the fandom, I'm also included in it. The fandom, PHANDOM, is too much. Could be too much at times where they're like, no kiss, no, like they're making so much conspiracy theories out of really nothing, and then that's probably the reason why they both came out as gay later, because people were just pushing them like, oh, you're gay, oh, you guys are together, huh? Blah blah blah. It's like imagining like two male dolls and just forcing them to kiss.
Yeah.
That's basically what they're doing, and it's hurting them. That is why they didn't really come out as gay before. But now fans started to understand, and the LGBT community is given more attention. Yay! Let's go. And then let's go gays, let's go bis, and everyone everyone in the spectrum, let's go.
All
and
the colors.
Yes, all the colors.
All the colors.
And then now they came out as gay, and they're given so much support, and I am proud of them for coming out, since it's such a really hard thing to do, which I haven't done. I'm sorry, my fam. I'm sorry, my fam. I don't know if they're gonna listen, but anyway.
I think that's a good example of when it comes to shipping real people, you really need to know the division between reality and fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, don't shove your stuff real life people, because some of them may not be comfortable with it. Like even though you've shared people who are comfortable with seeing fanworks of themselves, there are still some people who are really sensitive to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I just want to make when it comes to shipping real people, you really have to know your limitations and know when you take things too far. Because I mean, if you you love them enough to create fanworks of them, but you also have to love them enough to respect their boundaries when it comes to these kinds of things.
Definitely.
So moving on to my next point. Let's talk about another toxic fandom, and when it comes to shipping, really be careful when it comes to underage characters. And by underage, I mean people below 18. So let's talk about Boku no Hero Academia's fandom.
Hey!
Good lord!
My goodness, I've heard news about that. Although it's been a while since I don't really remember the details.
I admit I am a BNHA fan and I do ship some characters, but some of the fanworks I've seen, wow, they really take things too far. Are we going R18 in this area right now? Let's just say some fanworks really puts them in a certain position that people their age should not be in.
It's very graphic.
Yeah, some of it is very graphic as well. And I guess that's why AOT has the underage tag, and so people can actually
filter out
those kinds of works. And then I think the remedy some people are taking with it is when it comes to fan fiction anyway, the remedy they're doing is adding a tag called age up characters. So they're actually making them older just so it's quote unquote socially acceptable. But I'm still iffy about shipping underage characters in general. How about you guys?
Shipping
what
in
do
that
you
way?
think about it?
Well, probably, if it's not R18, it's a bit more okay.
Yeah.
So, you just explore their wholesome relationship.
Yeah.
But,
like all fluff, no NSF. No NSF.
Yeah, it's like just a wholesome like ship. Yeah, that's like what he said. It's just something cute to work with. It's like, oh, they look so cute together. It's like you're shipping your how do we say this? Your younger friends or something like that. Your kohais, the kohai that you're close with. Like, oh, you look like that guy, like something like that. No, and then it's such a cute ship. Yeah, it's just wholesome stuff. Wholesome in general.
Although we do recognize it's really up to the personal preferences of people. Like I know some of my friends still create art like that, even though with these kinds of characters, and like I mean we're still friends, but still you have to recognize your audiences sometimes.
Yes.
That's such a sensitive topic, really.
Very much.
Like don't scroll through Tumblr. Oh my gosh,
Oh.
that's one of the reasons I'm not using Tumblr anymore. Because I'm not even following any shady accounts, and then I just go like, oh no, I need to wash my eyes.
I mean, we're not discrediting people who create this kind of content, but we're just saying, guys, be careful with what you look at online. Utilize your tags, utilize your blacklisting, and just be careful. And actually, I interviewed because one of my papers from last sem, we wanted to learn about the NSFW fan art industry, and the artists I've actually interviewed, they really are taking steps into making sure, because they know they have younger audiences. So they're really taking steps to make sure that the stuff they put out can be accessed by their underage audiences, which is good for them. Like creators and fans themselves are trying to be responsible.
That's nice.
Yeah, very nice. It's a good start.
It's about time.
It's about time.
It's about time, Just be responsible online.
Yes.
I mean, even with the podcast itself, we're trying to make sure not to delve into that kind of territory. I mean, there was the hentai podcast once, but we made sure it was like
marked.
Yeah, it was marked. It was in an informative manner, and I don't know if we actually age restricted that podcast, but yeah, when handling sensitive topics, just be careful with how you handle it.
True.
And then, let's think back of our early days as shippers and as anime fans. Have you ever been in between of a ship war? Ship war.
There's a lot of those, but
Yeah.
I'm those gifts where the guy's just eating popcorn.
that's nice.
You're just sipping tea.
I'm like in between. I'm like in between.
I'm like the person who ships both of it and just says, just polyamory. It's always the answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Multi-shipping is the answer.
Yeah,
Nice.
engaging in shipping wars, just I guess I don't
Why?
want to say it's a waste of time, but it kind of is because you're like exhausting yourself over
It's-
over something.
it's-
But I guess it's alright if you're fighting or something. But let people ship people as long as it's not too much, or let people feel like these two people could love each other, and then let the other one also just
Yeah.
Let people love what
just
you want.
coexist.
Yeah.
Let them ship who they want to ship.
Coexist peacefully for the sake of the image of your fandom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk
Oh
about
my
Boku
gosh.
no Hero Academia again. Because the Kirin Baku versus Baku Dek versus Todo Dek. It's so insane, man.
There are wars?
Yeah, there are wars about those three. Like, I think the worst one was people. Okay, there are death threats on Tumblr. Like,
Wow.
stop shipping this. No, your ship is wrong. They don't love each other. It's abusive.
No.
You should ship these
Man,
two
what is it?
instead.
No.
They're more pure and wholesome. And like, no, you can't enforce your standards of shipping to anybody else if we all have different standards.
Yes, shipping is subjective. There is no right or wrong ship.
Yeah, you know what you mean, but
Yeah.
That way.
Well.
There is no quote unquote right or there is no quote unquote wrong. There is canon though,
yeah.
but not necessarily just
There are
Ship
there are
war.
particular limits, but
Well,
you get the point. You get the point.
There's no one god tier ship
Yeah.
that you should bow down to. Shipping is not a religion.
Welcome to
It shouldn't
religion.
be.
It shouldn't
maybe.
be.
Welcome to
okay.
religion 101, where we worship this one and we hate everyone else.
No,
Just leave people and their ships.
yeah,
alone.
no,
Yeah, exactly.
no hate.
Why
all
would
love.
you waste your time on hating another ship when you can just keep on churning out love for the ship you
Yeah.
do like?
Also,
Yeah.
welcome to
Yeah.
Tumblr.
It doesn't cost you anything to click away from something you don't like.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't get why people would comment on a piece of fan art or fan fiction. No, I don't like this ship. Then don't read it. Don't
Yeah, then
look
like,
at
post
it.
the tab.
Just go away.
Yeah.
Why do you have to give your hate to someone who's just showing something they love?
Oh, look, they're talking about a ship that I don't like. Snap fingers. Okay, first of all.
There's an entire essay.
Wow.
Yeah, just like if you're supposed to be in one fandom, you should be united, not make the
Divided.
shipping issue polarizing, because you love the same anime.
Mhm.
Then work towards that love rather than the
Try to
the
drag
differences. Respect
Yeah.
each other's differences. You cannot please everyone.
Yeah.
So let's focus on the love and just brush away the hate.
Brush away the hate.
Brush away the
Wow.
hate.
It's so adorable.
You really can't see the dancing. I really hope we did, but yeah, I
Well,
made the dance moves.
Just narrate the dance moves.
I really dance moves. Anyway,
So, well, having said all of that, I noticed that shipping exists because of gay. I'm gonna outright say it. Gay characters. I think I don't have the literature to back it up.
Alright.
But shipping became more prevalent when you are shipping gay characters, especially in anime and manga. Like, because shipping itself associates itself with the non-canon ships.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the non-canon ships are the gay ones. Because, yeah, my point about queer baiting back again.
That's true.
If you talk about that, it kind of reminds me of Owari no Seraph. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's you and Mika, right?
Mika.
There you go. You ex Mika. It's like you can't. There's like the anime slash they're kind of like implying something. Although you kind of know that there's not really anything going on there. They just really love each other as a family.
Yep.
They're desperate for families. You can tell if you watch or read the show.
Yes.
And you know, there's already a ship going on. It's you and what's the girl's name? Shinoa.
Shinoa.
There you go. You
Hiragi.
Shinoa. That's my ship, by the way. And and I can see why people would like that. I'm not one to ship like gay couples. I don't have anything against it. I think it's cute actually. Even gay in terms of gay male ones.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why they would kind of like it. Besides the implication in the anime, although I don't have any other examples apart from Owari no Seraph. It's kind of like when you ship a man and a woman, it's like, oh, it's so common. But then if you ship a man and a woman, oh, things are getting spicy.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be spicy, actually. It should be normal. Like gay couples, lesbian couples, and every other spectrum, they're all normal. Why should you have to exclude it as something that's special?
I think that's when it first started to appear or something. It started to just rise. Yeah, and then this in this recent times it's become like a normal thing when it's like you said, it's supposed to be just a normal thing. It's like we can choose who we want to love, we can choose who we want to ship. Again, there are limits, but that's another thing. And I think it's fine. It's a common thing. I think it's cute actually.
How about you, as someone that I know has a lot of ships?
Whoa.
Okay, so for me, well, shipping is mostly about expression, actually, and exploration of, things that you like. And sometimes there are people who do find out what they like through shipping. Because, for example, there was one time, like, when my friends were talking about shipping, then suddenly we got to the point that someone mentioned, there's a saying that your favorite ships are usually, like, one character is a character you can put yourself in, and then the other character is like who you're looking for in a relationship. And then we thought about our ships and like, oh my god, it's true.
Actually.
And then if you think about your favorite ship in all your favorite shows, like, oh my god, they're the same.
Oh no, we're all breaking down.
Break
down, yeah.
Personally, napansin ko rin for me, it's like a lot of the ships I like. There's one relatively stoic character who's kind of like the quote unquote straight man, like comedy straight man. So the dependable, more of level-headed person, and then the other person is the more outgoing, wild personality person. And then my friends kept saying like, wow, so you're looking for someone wild, huh?
Are you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's not a no.
It's something you need to think about.
Personally for me, well, since you mentioned the thing that when you ship something, you're looking for something in that ship in your own love life. I mean, there was a really, really bad part of my life. I was very, very young, and I only exclusively shipped gay characters, and I really didn't like straight ships. And then I got to college, and then I learned about a lot of things, and then wow, that was really horrible of me. That was really horrible of young weeboo me. Young weeboo me.
It's fine.
Because it was kind of like fetishizing gay people. Like they're meant to be a form of entertainment for you instead of really just being real people. And then at that point I realized, oh wait, maybe I'm not straight. I started with gay ships, and then I started opening my heart up to straight ships, and like, oh, I like this male character. Oh wait, this female character is nice too. Oh no,
nice.
Oh, that's a moon.
No. Bisexuality intensifies.
I like that.
So I guess that's another good thing about ships as well. It's like as introverts, we really don't have a way to interact with other people. So shipping Because I actually like the idea of being with someone male or female. So
The things you learn.
I think
the
more you learn,
the more you know.
the more you know, the more you know.
And I'm fine being single because even if I'm single, I get to watch these two dorks play out their love lives with each other. So that's
Nice.
fun. I mean, even though I don't have a relationship, I don't mind supporting other people in their relationships. Like, yes, go girl, get that. Okay, I was about to correct.
Get that.
Get that.
Go get some.
Go get some.
Go get. Yeah, there we go.
So I don't know, being single and I know y'all are single. I know that for sure.
Hey. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
You're right.
That's what makes romance anime and shipping fun. Like, even you get to imagine the what ifs of like maybe somebody will tap it on me someday, and then I'll fall in love. Like, I mean, I have been tapped on, but that's a story for another. I mean, it's fun to imagine the what ifs, the meet cutes that could happen,
Yes,
who your future partner may be. But still, we really shouldn't hold our standards up to these works. Like, don't have anime level standards, I guess.
yeah.
I have tropes. Someone love me.
I mean, like, just because somebody comments you doesn't mean you should fall in love with that person.
Yeah.
Oh wait, now I'm having flashbacks at the last time someone commented.
Oh
Because
no.
reality is much more complex than fiction.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always messier.
Yes.
Oh,
There are way too many
Because
factors.
you can control fiction. Like,
Yes.
you can write, you can create
You
art.
are the god.
But real life is really unpredictable. You'll never know that maybe once you go down from this room, you're gonna meet the love of your life at the Cal basement. Okay, I just showed you guys.
The cow basement.
I just told our viewers where we record our podcast.
Wait, what's Cal?
Cal.
Send
I
us
don't
food.
know.
No.
Send
Send us food.
I mean, if you guys would like to support us, if you want to give us food, I don't mind.
Send us fan mail. I don't know.
Fan mail. We should open a queue.
We need food.
We should open a fan mail. Oh, I really like Ian singing. Boom, meet cute.
Wow.
Yeah, you got a fan.
Yes. Oh my god.
But yeah, shipping real people, take a step back. You don't have to ship Ian with someone else.
Do you want to be shipped with someone?
We need consent.
It depends.
Yeah, it really depends, I think.
It really depends. When you're shipping real people, when you're shipping something that's really sensitive to other people, maybe take a few steps back, evaluate your choices, be more mindful with what you post online and offline.
Yeah.
Everything will be great. Love is supposed to be pure and wholesome. We should keep it that way.
Yeah.
When it comes to the point where it's not wholesome, but that's a story for another time. That's a podcast for another topic.
Woo.
That's it.
That's about it.
That's
That's
about
about
it. Let's
Really?
keep love
Wow.
simple and pure,
Yeah.
and even though it's technically not,
Yeah.
let's really just focus on the positive things about love and shipping and romance anime.
We aim for wholesomeness.
Sometimes
Yes.
we don't hit the target, but we still aim for it.
Yes,
That's what
that's the goal. That's the point. Just keep going.
Yeah.
And well, that's about it for our podcast. Yay! I hope you guys didn't mind listening to a bunch of single people talk about romance and shipping and relationships. But well, even though you're single, you still have a lot of thoughts, and you are valid. Even though you don't have a date on Valentine's Day, you are valid. There are people who love you, even though it's not a romantic kind of love.
Yeah.
Valentine's is a day of love. You can love your family, love your family. My brother's getting all of, because he's the only guy in our siblings, so he's getting all of his chocolates. It's cute.
Ah.
And then you can love yourself. You just stays around in your bed, all comfy, watch Studio Ghibli on Netflix, because
Yes.
that's the thing now.
Actually, yeah.
Buy yourself the flowers nobody will buy for you.
Yes.
No.
Actually, a
Let's
while
buy
ago.
food.
Take advantage of the discount chocolate and get it all for yourself.
You think only couples will be happy this day? Joke's on you!
Let's all be happy on Valentine's Day, guys.
Yes.
Yes to love.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to AME After Hours, your weekly, well, not weekly
We only
anymore.
bi-weekly?
Your bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly. Nice.
Your bi-monthly podcast where we talk about anything and everything about anime, manga, or the community. Once again, this is Angelica.
This is Ari.
Kale.
I'm Ian.
And that's it for today's podcast. As usual, like this video, leave your thoughts about shipping, about romance. What are you gonna do on Valentine's Day in the comments down below? And subscribe to UP AME's YouTube channel. That's it, and see you next time.
Next time. Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next podcast.
Next podcast. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.